We all know about the marketing shtick that is retro cool, you know, bringing something back that's been discontinued but is now in demand again, thanks to the replacement product becoming too commonplace, or maybe because when fueled by nostalgia, absence really does make the heart grow fonder. All of which explains the current generation Mustang and Camaro and Challenger, modern day muscle cars that all take their styling cues from the late 60s and early 70s. Those cars then and now are design masterpieces. But that's the thing, something tends to get resurrected because it was good. So what then is the deal with the Coca-Cola company bringing back New Coke, a product that has always existed as a punchline? Granted, the ostensible reason for this soda pop revival is that it will be part of the landscape of the hit series Stranger Things. Oh, and a note to the producers of Stranger Things, you better get off your collective asses and produce more episodes quickly, because those cute child stars are maybe 15 minutes away from puberty right now. They are becoming older things. Anyway, Stranger Things is set in the 80s, and of course New Coke debuted in 1985 when Coca-Cola was celebrating its centenary. What unfolded was a marketing fiasco for the ages. Ironically, it wasn't so much due to the liquid inside the cans. New Coke didn't taste awful. In fact, it was, according to many observers, trying to more closely resemble the taste of Pepsi, given that Pepsi was scoring higher in blind taste testing at the time. Nevertheless, New Coke debuted with all the effervescence of week-old Mountain Dew. What the Coca-Cola company failed to anticipate is that its replacement cola would alienate the core base of its fans who were livid with the formula being tinkered with in the first place. It really had nothing to do with the taste, rather it was the perception that some know-nothing whiz kids in the marketing department were tinkering with a product that is nothing short of an American icon. If anything, a can of Coke is part and parcel of the wallpaper associated with the American dream. Fun in the sun, Beach Boys tunes, going to the diner, taking in a movie, and so on. Even the packaging was reviled thanks to the added use of silver. This new Coke was no longer a piece of Americana. It was the soft drink version of an illegal alien somehow migrating onto supermarket shelves. And it would quickly dawn upon the Coca-Cola executives that they were force-feeding their loyal customers something they did not want and did not ask for. Of course, Coke did find a way to turn lemons into lemonade by coming up with Coke Classic to give consumers a choice before eventually abandoning New Coke entirely. Some say the whole New Coke, Coke Classic saga was scripted from the get-go. I totally reject that conspiracy theory. Nobody is that smart in the marketing world. The reintroduction of Coke Classic was not a touchdown taken from a pre-written playbook. Rather, it was a fumble recovery that was run into the end zone. And so it is that the classic modifier has entered into pop culture, i.e., New South Africa is a democracy that offers every person a vote regardless of race, as opposed to South Africa Classic. Which brings us to the here and now. Coca-Cola is bringing back a product that, just like in 1985, nobody is or was pining for in the first place. But check out the numbers. New Coke this time around is a hit. And the last time Coca-Cola received this much free publicity for a product was, well, 1985 with the original New Coke fiasco. So is today's consumer someone driven by a sense of irony and self-deprecation when it comes to embracing uncool things from the past? And it's not just soda, folks. Consider the grotesque Pontiac Aztek, one of the vehicles that was featured in the superb smash hit Breaking Bad, which aired from 2008 to 2013. Incredibly, according to an article in Automotive News, the Pontiac Aztek, as well as other defunct vehicles featured in Breaking Bad, were finding new life on the used car market during the show's heyday. According to an Edmunds.com analysis, sales of used Azteks spiked, driven mostly by millennials aged 18 to 34. which makes me wonder if these car buyers were on crystal meth at the time. The Aztek, based on a horrid GM minivan platform, is and always will be a hideous mismatch of angles and horrid gray plastic cladding, something that was not cool in the early 2000s when it was manufactured, and something that is not cool today and won't be cool in the decades ahead. And what next? Are the New York Islanders going to start wearing those putrid, angry Captain Highliner jerseys? A sweater that lasted all of one inglorious season? That's no throwback jersey, sports fans. That's a throw-up jersey. So the question arises, is retro uncool, for whatever reason, the new in thing? If that is the case, methinks this is not a good thing. After all, in 2015, a critical mass of Canadians decided that a new Trudeau would be retro cool, along the lines of Trudeau Classic, apparently forgetting how much damage Papa Pierre did to our great Dominion during his torturous tenure. And alas, in the last 4 years, Canada's political version of New Coke has also done insurmountable damage to this nation. And hopefully this demolition derby will mercifully come to an end come October. Bottom line, whether it is a failed soft drink or a failed vehicle or a failed Trudeau, we really need to stop this nonsense of embracing disaster by bringing back things that really should remain buried in the distant past. Wasn't that the moral of the story of The Monkey's Paw? Namely, be careful what you wish for? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.